It's 9 p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. All right, looks like the only priority traffic we have is Kent is playing, but he's pissed off. So y'all better watch out. That's about the only priority traffic we've got. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. We made it to another Friday. It is 46 degrees outside. Summer finally decided to go away. My name is Rusty. WZ5BBS, I'll be your night control for tonight. I'm transmitting from IQTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 147-320 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on, but we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check in to tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, go check out the Discord. Kent's putting up pictures. Just a reminder, to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over, visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on the Discord. Swing by and join the fellas. We got all kinds of fun comments and pictures of guns. We've also got MXC going on in the video. So come join Bill and hang out with us. And we got MXC. You can watch a bunch of craziness while the net's going on. Now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, welcome to play, and we'd love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how y'all do tonight. Round 1 is sounds of the Sunset Strip. Round number 2 is all about turning 25 in 2023. Round number 3 is breakfast cereal trivia, because, you know, why not? And round 4 is all about Jeff Beck. So there you have it. Sounds of the turning 25 this year, breakfast cereal trivia, and Jeff Beck tributes. Let the discussions begin in the Discord. After each round, we have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are always welcome during gameplay. Because it's Friday night, we've had a few drinks, and it's time to have some fun. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you will be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on said adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anybody has any questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. All right, well, we're going to shut down the bingo Oh, we even have Angry Kent and the bingo. I like this. This is fun. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get everybody moved into the official Friday Night Trivia Net. When we do this, if you would, please make your names look like those over there on the right. I would certainly appreciate it. It makes my life a whole lot easier. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, all you got to do is scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you two can be hanging out with us. Let's see what we got. Looks like we got 25 people so far, and, for the people, 26. Look at that. 27, it keeps going up. And for all these people that check in on time, man, we give away amazing door prizes. Y'all know that. Tonight's prize, guess what? It's a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the wheel and see who the big winners will be tonight. Just so you know, Philip, I was not when I picked the categories. When I picked the questions, it was something different. So congratulations to our lucky winners after the game tonight. Head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We'll have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership, as well as request to join the Discord community. If you're not in the Discord, that's where the fun is. It looks like we got somebody that wants to join us right now. So if I can get somebody on the welcome team to go welcome them, that would be fantastic. We can get them in here. The welcome team is sitting by, according to Jeffrey. All right. Well, for those of you who are new and haven't checked into the Trivia Net before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works. So now's a good time. We're up to 34 people playing. Now's a good time to make sure that you're checked in so that you can do the practice question and learn how this works. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely, as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's the number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everybody understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. All right, let's see. We got a Ben, KI5RBT, and that means we got Angry Kent lurking around here somewhere. We got Mark, K5NM, hanging out in Austin, Texas. We got Jeffrey and Ashley, KI5MVF. Ooh, Ashley's down in Hotown. I don't know what's going on down there, but hey. We got Rob, K9LZY, he's in Austin, as well as Norman, N5ZOT. Alex, KD5AJZ, is out in Pasadena, Texas. Ken, KI5VGN, good to see you in here. Oh, looks like Jeffrey's in Hotown as well. Wow, we're going to have to find out what's going on down in Hotown. Laura, K5OLG, she's in Alvin, Texas. Joe, K5KUA, is in Jamaica Beach, Texas. We got the Chad out in Louise. We got Steve, K5HWD, in Liberty Hill. Matt, K9MGW, is in Austin. We got Dave, KI5STT. We got Bill, W5ITZ. Howdy, Bill. He's in Ganado, Texas. We got Holly, W5LUL, in Buda. Ernesto, KI5PZN, playing solo tonight. He's over in East Austin. And howdy to Scott, KI5, OBD, and Kyle. Scott's also on the video. Howdy, man. We got Chris, W5CUI, and Louise. Steve, KG5LAA in Burnet, Texas. Josh, K5BRB. Well, hey, Josh is an old school member, and he's just kind of coming back around again, so good to have you in the trivia tonight, Josh. Hope you do well. We got Bill, K5VB. I forget what your other call sign was, but I know who you are. You're a KI5, WNK. That's who you were. So welcome, Bill, with the new call sign. We got Philip, AC5G. He's in West University, Texas. That's over by Houston, Bill. We got Scott and Tiffany, KC5RXW in Port O'Connor, Texas. Robert, KI5AOK. KI5AOK. That's awesome, from Katy, Texas. John and Diane, KE5RS up in Leander. We've got Antonio, KI5ZIU. Ken, Karen, and Anna. We've got Andy, KI5YIT in Liberty Hill. K-Mock is back again from El Campo. We have Trina and Doug, KG5UNK, although it's just Trina. She's in North Austin. And last but not least, we got Urethra P. Burns from Louise. And Hey Would You Blow Me was playing bingo, but I guess he had to go step away and do something. We got Mike, W7QAG, and Gary from El Campo. Check it out, 36 people playing in tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. All right, we got Bill up to speed where West University is. Looks like we got some people coming into the Discord, so welcome to all the new people and the Discord. Yeah, no Sky tonight. I don't know where Sky is tonight. Let's see. I'm going to look through again. No Sky. N5LX, man, we miss you. So you better get your buns in here. All right, so that's it. We welcomed everybody. We did all the call sign fun. Let's see. If anybody has any questions, come with them now with your name and call sign. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get you in to round number 1. Man, we got quite the crew in the video tonight. We got KI5OBD, K9MGW, KE5RS, KNBEV, W5ITZ, and myself. We're all sitting here watching all this crazy stuff. All right, well, we're all in round 1. It's time to make some fun happen. It's the sound of the Sunset Strips. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night Trivia Net will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Here we go. Incorporated in 1984, in what California city is the Sunset Strip located? .61% went with West Hollywood. I wonder if that's by West University. No, that's over by Houston. We got East Los Angeles coming in second, and a tie for Sunset Park in South Burbank. So let's see what city Sunset Strip is located It's West Hollywood. Prior to 1984, West Hollywood was an unincorporated part of Los Angeles County. As a result, it was not well regulated, allowing for both growth and criminal activity. Who knew? It was finally incorporated as its own city in 1984. Question number 2. What disco diva described the Sunset Strip nightlife in her 1979 single, Sunset People? All right, let's see what you think. Y'all are going with Donna Summers. Gloria Gaynor coming in second, followed by Melba Moore and Evelyn Champagne King. I have no idea who this is. I would have gone with Evelyn Champagne King with the other three of y'all. Let's see, would we have been right together? Lord, no, it would have been Donna Summers. Donna Summers sang Sunset People, doing it right night after night in her 1979 single, Sunset People. Oh, is Evelyn Champagne King the Love to Love You Baby? Was that her song, Bill?
Negative. That was Donna Summers, W5ITZ.
Or Donna Summer fun. All right, fair enough. Question number 3. What future rock and roll legends became the house band at Whiskey A Go-Go in May 1966? Let's see what you think. Looks like y'all are going for the Doors, followed by Led Zeppelin, the Byrds, and the Mother of Invention. So who is the house band at Whiskey Go-Go? It was the Doors. As the Whiskey Go-Go house band, the Doors supported other acts that played Sunset Strip Club, including Van Morrison's Them. Prior to moving to the Whiskey, the Doors had a residency at another club, London Fog, where they appeared on the bill with Rhonda Lane, Exotic Dancer. And there you have it, man. The Rhonda Lane Exotic Dancer. It was just one, though. So I don't know if Rhonda was popular or if that was just the name of the group. Question number 4. What folk rock classic was written in response to the Sunset Strip curfew riots in November 1966? Oh, it's all tied up, and just at the very end, a change is going to come, bumped up into the number 1 spot. The Revolution will not be televised, came in second, followed by A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall, and For What It's Worth, coming in number 4. So, these all sound horrible. Let's see which one is correct. For What It's Worth. For What It's Worth, that was the right answer. The riots, where long-haired protesters had gathered peacefully and were being run off the streets by police, began on November 12, 1966. Buffalo Springfield singer Stephen Stills was on his way to the Sunset Strip that night and saw events unfold a block away. After turning away from the scene, he wrote the song For What It's Worth in about 15 minutes. Question number 5, and halfway through our first round. Whose early career was buoyed by a 1950 booking at the Macombo nightclub on behest of Marilyn Monroe? Well, Ella Fitzgerald just barely took the number one spot at the end. Lena Horne coming in second, Rosemary Clooney third, and Peggy Lee number four. So who got their career started at the Macombo? It was Ella Fitzgerald. After Marilyn Monroe, I kept wanting to say Manson. After Marilyn Monroe lobbied the Macombo's owner, he booked Ella Fitzgerald, who opened the club on March 15th, 1955. Fitzgerald's appearance at the club was instrumental in her career, setting her on a path towards becoming a legend. All right, well, we're halfway through. Let's throw up the scoreboard, see who's doing what. KI5OBD in his magical chair is in the number one spot. Andy, KI5YIT. Turn the camera back on just for a little gloating. I love it. Andy, KI5YIT in the number two spot, and Ken, KI5VGN in the number three spot. So y'all check out your scores and see how you're doing, and while you're doing that, I'm going to remind everybody out there, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to N5OAK.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be hanging out with us. We got 38 people playing with us. For all the new people that don't know, question number 6, you get to put those points to use. And you better click on something, or I think half of them at least will go. So figure out what you know about Sounds of the Sunset Strips. Y'all place your bets. Oh, here we go. Which hair meddlers immortalized Sunset Strips Gentlemen's Club, The Body Shop, and The Seventh Veil in a 1987 hit? Oh man, look at the hair metal bands in these things. Come on, Brittany Fox, that's just, you wouldn't want to be in a room with those people. All right, let's see what you think. Y'all went with Molly Crew. 73% of you went with Molly Crew. Let's see, Cinderella and Rat coming in second and third. They were tied up 4 each, and then Brittany Fox, those crazy looking poor fellers, coming in last. So let's see. It had to have been Brittany Fox. It had to have been. But it wasn't. It was Motley Crue. Way to go. 73%. You got that one. All right. So 73%. Let's see what that did. Ooh, that put Philip, AC5G, in the number one spot. Scott, KI5OBD, still hanging out second. And Ben, KI5RBT, coming in third. Look at you, Ben. So Bill, K5VB, says, fun fact, the drummer from Cinderella was my plumber a few years back. Bill, share with us, what kind of drugs are you taking at your household?
K5VB, it was a weird situation. We had a leak in the house. Plumber came. We were roughly, he was a little bit older than me, and we got to talking, and somehow it came up that he was the drummer from Cinderella, which was a band I liked as a teenager.
That is crazy. So did you get a picture with him?
No, and you would have never known it. He was, he looked like a typical middle-aged guy. We looked pretty similar. He didn't have the rocker mystique anymore.
That's awesome, dude. All right, well, thanks for sharing that fun little fact with us. We can, if you ever hire a plumber, keep your eyes peeled. Might be a drummer too. All right, question number 7. What jukebox musical is set against the backdrop of the rocking Sunset Strip of 1987? All right, we got a new one in the lobby. Y'all go welcome KI5UZY Brian. Y'all go make him a member. Somebody over in the welcome team. Make it happen. All right, let's see what you think. 45% going with Rock of Ages. Rock This Town coming in second, followed by Rock and Roll Fantasy, and then Rock Rock Till You Drop. So let's see which one it was. Are the 45% right or wrong? They are correct. Despite taking its title from Def Leppard's 1989 rock anthem, no Def Leppard songs appear in Rock of Ages, which premiered on stage in Los Angeles in 2005. All right, what was the joke? Oh yeah, what has 5 arms and sucks? Def Leppard. That's my favorite Def Leppard joke. All right, question number 8. What popular Sunset Strip group became the first rock act to sign with Elektra Records in 1966? %. Oops, we got a higher one than that. Buffalo Springfield coming in with 47%. The Turtles coming in second, followed by the Seeds, and then Love. So what popular Sunset Strip group became the first rock act to sign with Elektra Records in 1966? You know what? I feel bad for those people that pick Love, but they're right. And the only person that got it right was Scott and Tiffany, KC5RXW. So we got to go and find out. Scott and Tiffany, did y'all know this, or were you all just literally the only person that guessed this right? Well, I think there might be receive only tonight. All right, well, congrats nonetheless to Scott and Tiffany for making that happen. The only people that made that one. All right, question number 9. What did Wasp frontman Blackie Lawless throw at Sunset Strip audiences as part of the band's psychodrama stage shows?
We were hollering over here too fast. Go ahead. We'll catch you in a minute.
Sure. Well, I'm glad Bill enjoyed my Def Leppard joke. All right, so let's see. What did he throw? Y'all think he threw raw meat? LSD, man, that'd be an expensive trip. Both, yeah, and then satanic literature, and then knives. All right, with a name like Blackie Lawless, what are you going to throw as a psychodrama stage show? I think it's either going to be raw meat or LSD. I think that would be the psychodrama quotes. Satanic literature, yeah, you just set that on fire. And the knives, I don't know. Let's see, 64%. You are correct. Starting with their second ever live gig, Wasp frontman Blackie Lawless began hurling raw meat into the audience. Lawless said he was inspired by a form of experimental theater called psychodrama. All right, question number 10. It's going to be the end of round number 1. What video game franchise features Tequila La, a parody of the famous Whiskey A Go-Go from the Sunset Strip? I like saying tequila la. Sounds like I need some more tequila la. Alright, so let's see. 79% went with Grand Theft Auto. We got a tie for Payday and Watch Dogs. Mafia coming in number 4. So where in the world is tequila la? Grand Theft Auto. Located at the intersection of Eclipse Boulevard and Milton Road in West Vinewood, Los Santos. Tequila La is part of a gameplay in Grand Theft Auto franchise, specifically in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. Both came out in 2013. Well, there you have it. We made it through round 1. There wasn't a whole lot of bitching in Discord, which is always entertaining. I kind of like the bitching, but, you know, whatever. Y'all seem to like this round. Let's see who won this round. It was Philip, AC5G. We got Kent, KI5RBT coming in second. Oh, and Scott got bumped down to 3. KI5OBT. Rebel indeed. So, we're going to put these Crossroads repeaters to work. Let's see if Philip, AC5G, can get us to tell what, you missed 3, man. Which one's got you? Oh, Philip, AC5G, are you out there? Philip has not programmed his repeaters in the radio, apparently. Something's going on. Let's go talk to Kent, KI5RBT. Kent, you did the same thing, 7 out of 10. Which one's got you?
Let me take a look. Survey says I missed the one about Sunset Strip Curfew Riot. I missed the one with Lena Horne. And who else? I missed another one. I don't know. Did I miss 2 or 6? I guess I did miss 3. That's all I could see on my screen. But, oh, there it is. I missed the one with Love, the group. It's fine. KI5RBT, back to you.
Roger, man. So the number 1 had 598 points. Oh, Philip is typing. Awesome. The Kent had 579 points. Number 3 is Scott, KI5OBD, with 570 points. Scott missed 4. Which one's got you?
I missed the folk rock classic written in response to the Sunset Strip curfew riots. Yeah, that was a tough one. And the 1955 booking at the Macombo Club at the behest of Marilyn Monroe. I picked Rosemary Clooney, but I really had no clue. Rock of Ages, the jukebox musical. I knew I should have looked at the picture first. And the first act to sign with Elektra Records in '66. I picked Buffalo Springfield like a lot of other people. But that was a great round. I love rock and roll history. KI5OBD, back to that.
All right, man. Well, hey, you know, whatever we can do to help you. Bill invaded the Thursday night net, wanted to know how he could submit his own questions so that he could actually get some of these things right, which I thought was rather funny. So, well, there you go. There is your top 3 in round number 1. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you hanging out listening, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to N5OAK and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. You could be hanging out. We got 39 people hanging out with us so far, and that number's only going to grow as the night goes. We got 3 more rounds. This is our first intermission. We'll be right back with round number 2.
AC5G radio check.
Yeah, go ahead, KC5G, you're in.
Is this one linked up to the trivia net right now? AC5G.
Yes, sir. You are on one of the connected repeaters. You're good.
It's intermission right now, KB5MPJ.
This is the same one I was trying to do earlier, and I guess I just wasn't getting in for some reason. Thanks for the report, guys. Alpha Charlie 5 Golf.
Yeah, Philip, this is Bill, W5ITZ. Are you on the UHF or VHF repeater in Houston?
The VHF KD5HKQ that I'm trying to hit right now.
Okay, Roger. That's one I was going to recommend for your location. 14724, correct? All right, sir, you should be good to go. W5ITZ.
Oh, AC5G.
All right, we got Philip on RF. Look at that. Way to go for the intermission. Well, that's going to wrap up our first intermission, and that means it's time to move over to round number 2. Let's make sure I do that right and hit that and do that, which means that y'all get moved over into round number 2, just like that. Round number 2 is turning 25 in 2023. I think I would kill myself. All right, so y'all get settled, finish off topping your drinks. While you're doing that, we got one more chat with the good folks out there and let them know that they're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. Let's see if we have an N5LX. I'm looking. I still don't see an N5LX. Something tells me Sky's out there looking for the fox. N5LX, you got your ears on? We're just going to have to start calling him Incognito, I guess. That's who he is. All right, well, round number 2, turning 25 this year. If you're turning 25 this year, you got no excuses. This one should be a good round for y'all. Let's get it started. All right, question number 1. What groundbreaking search engine was founded in September 1998 in Menlo Park, California?
Repeat the question, please.
What groundbreaking search engine was founded in September 1998 in Menlo Park, California? Survey says y'all are going with Google. 60% of you went with Google. Yahoo coming in second, followed by Bing. Nobody uses Bing. And Ask Jeeves, even less. So, yep, that's pretty much how that works. So let's see. Are y'all right? Was it Google? Yes, sir, it was. While there had been several search engines and web portals in 1998, Google quickly became the king of them all and changed the way the world used the web. Yeah, buddy. Alta Vista. Where's Alta Vista? That should have been on there. All right. Oh, Bill. Bill uses Bing. That's what's wrong with Bill. That's why all your data is wrong, Bill. You and Bing. Question number 2. Which book in the Harry Potter series was released in the U.S. in 1998? Oh, Kent was looking for littledogpile.com. Well, there you have it. All right, so let's see. I have no idea. We had a Harry Potter round last week, wasn't it? Was it Harry Potter? No, it was the week before. It was the difference between the movies and the book. Y'all did terrible at that. 56% went with the Sorcerer's Stone. Chamber of Secrets coming in second. The Prisoner of Azkaban coming in third. Nobody picked the Goblet of Fire. That's where I will be in my afterlife. Let's see if y'all are right. You are. It was the Sorcerer's Stone. Released in the UK in 1997 as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It underwent a name change to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone upon the U.S. release in September 1st, 1998. Question number 3. What 1998 Beastie Boys album featured this hit single? Oh, so many kind words about Harry Potter. Y'all are awful. All right, let's see. Hello, Nasty is taking the top spot, followed by Check Your Head, Paul's Boutique, and Ill Communications. So what was this hit single on? Y'all got it right. Hello, Nasty. The Beastie Boys' massive 1990 hit Intergalactic comes from their equally massive album, Hello, Nasty. Question number 4. What studio released Ants, a counter-programming to Pixar's 1998 film A Bug's Life? All right, Jeffrey. Yes, Ashley, we know you didn't suck at Harry Potter. I said most, but I think you won that night too. So that's right. That was the last of the year. That was it. Ashley was right. All right, let's see what we got here. 73% went with DreamWorks. New Line Cinema, Disney tied for second and third. Warner Brothers number 4. Get Ashley away from the Discord, Jeffrey. All right, let's see. DreamWorks is correct. 1998 saw both DreamWorks, Ants, and Pixar's A Bug's Life, 2 computer-animated insect movies, become big hits for the competing animation studios. All right, question number 5. Who hosted the American version of Whose Line Is It Anyway when it debuted on ABC in 1998? %, went with Drew Carey. So I think that's probably going to be the answer. It is indeed. He hosted the adaptation from all the way from 1998 until there you have it. All right. Question number 5 is done. That means we're halfway through round number 2. Let's throw up the scores. Oh, look, it's Miss I Know Everything, Ashley, KI5MVF. We got Laura, KI5OLG in the number 2 spot, and Gary, way to go, Gary, in the number 3 spot. All right, y'all check out your scores. While you're doing that, let's remind everybody out there. You're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, click on the big green button, and you can check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and call sign. We got 40 people hanging out with us. It's round number 2. It's question number 6. Y'all place your bets. Oh boy, here we go. Which of these popular and influential films was not released in 1998? Slowly but surely, Saving Private Ryan eked its way up to the number 1, followed by There's Something About Mary. We totally have to watch that on the video net some night. That's such a great movie. The Truman Show, and then Titanic. So which of these popular and influential films was not released in 1998? Titanic. While Titanic did become the highest grossing movie of all time in 1998, it was actually released in December of 1997. Oh, there you have it. Looks like Bill got that. Looks like the Bills got that, as a matter of fact. All right, so let's see who did get that. That was 6 people got that. Let's see what that did to the scores. Oh, look, it put Matt, K9MGW, in the number 1 spot. And the Bills, K5VB, in the number 2 spot with 434, and W5ITZ at 404 points in the number 3. Check it out. There's lots of zeros now in that scoreboard. Come on, Rob, K9LZY. He's still second to last, but we still got plenty of game left, man. So don't give up hope. Question number 7. What is the real name of the Unabomber, a long-sought domestic terrorist sentenced to life in prison on January 22nd, 1998? Wow. Well, y'all went with Ted Kaczynski. And with a mug like that, your name should be Ted, right? Timothy McVeigh coming in second, followed by Robert Chambliss. Nobody picked Eric Rudolph. So let's see. Was it Ted? Yes, sir, it was. I would have been with Gary. Gary voted for Robert Chambliss. And, why not, right? Ted Kaczynski, known in the media as the Unabomber, was a domestic terrorist who sent mail bombs to his victims for years prior to his capture. Kaczynski's case was the most expensive FBI investigation in history up to that point. They didn't tell us how much they spent. I'm sure it's embarrassing. All right, question 8. What software development company released the revolutionary first-person shooter Half-Life in 1998? Let's see, Valve, just eking out over Epic Games. ID Software coming in third. Let's see, is Valve correct? It is. Valve's story-driven Half-Life and its silent protagonist Gordon Freeman created a new era of story-driven first-person shooter games. Question number 9. What popular 1990s sitcom aired its final episode on May 14th, 1998? Seinfeld. Half of you picked Seinfeld. Home Improvement, good old Home Improvement coming in second, followed by Frasier and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So which one ran its final episode on May 14th? Seinfeld. I wonder if that was part of y'all's Seinfeld round when I was out. The final episode of Seinfeld was such a cultural event that it aired on the Jumbotron in New York City's Times Square. Good old Jumbotron. Question number 10. What legendary rapper co-wrote 2 songs for Will Smith's 1998 hit album, Big Willie Style? So many forms of communication tonight. Let's see. Snoop Dogg tied with Dr. Dre. Jay-Z coming in third, and old Nas coming in fourth. Only one person, really? Just one person for Nas. Let's see who wrote that. It was Ben. Ben, KI5RBT, man. You're the only one that picked that one. I'd feel bad for you, but you're the only one that got it right. So maybe, Ben, if you want to rub it in a little, get in here and tell everybody how big of a Nas fan you are.
He's not allowed to listen to rap music because it's too offensive. KI5RBT.
And yet he still knows the answer. And it's Will Smith, you know, I mean, that's not rap music. That's like, you know, white people approved rap music, right? Like there's no cussing, it's all about fun times and healthy things. All right, well, that's it. Let's add up the scores to round number 2 before I say something offensive, which is always going to happen. Thank you, Bill. We got Matt, K9MGW in the number 1 spot, Ashley, KI5MVF in the number 2 spot, and Bill, W5ITZ in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Matt, K9MGW. Matt only missed 3. Which one's got you, man?
Yeah, I don't remember. The one before last got me for sure. K9MGW.
Roger. Well, if you scroll down, it will show you all of your answer results, and it'll tell you which one's got you. Ashley, KI5MVF, the brains of the KI5MVF family. She missed 3 out of 10. Which one's got you, Ashley?
I missed the Unabomber, and I missed the last one, obviously, that only Ben got, the Will Smith one, and then I just didn't attempt the question number 6. I didn't feel confident, and so I didn't risk my points.
So while we got you here, can you tell us who didn't suck at Harry Potter when it was around? Because we all forget. As far as I know, everybody was horrible at it. Was there one person in particular, maybe, that was better than others?
Listen, I only talk trash to Jeffrey, and then Jeffrey is the one over here running his mouth, aka his fingers, on Discord. I am not typing on Discord. I am not asking him to type on Discord. I am only talking trash to him. He is also a millennial and therefore more of the Harry Potter age, and so it's fun to talk trash with him. But yes, I did completely, utterly, 100% dominate the Harry Potter round last week, for anyone who was wondering.
Love it. All right. We're happy that you did the Harry Potter round, and by all means, take that HT. Hit Jeffrey. It's time to hit Jeffrey. You haven't hit Jeffrey once tonight, so hit Jeffrey. It's going to be all right. Let's go out to Ganado, Texas. Bill, W5ITZ, man, you missed 4, but which ones nailed you?
Hey, Rusty, that was almost as much fun as providing your own questions and answers. Number 1, I thought that had to be a trick question. I selected Ask Jeeves on that one. Let's see, the ants, I got that one wrong. Thought it would have been, something other than DreamWorks. And what else did I miss? The first-person shooter game, didn't know the answer to that one. And the last one, I thought it would have been Snoop Dogg for sure. W5ITZ, back to you, Rusty.
All right, man. Well, there's your top 3 out of round 2. We're going to add up all the scores to see the Friday Night Trivia Net. Check it out. We got the Bills in the top 3. K5VB Bill is in first place, and the W5ITZ Bill is in second place. And Matt, K9MGW, is in third place. All right, there's your scores. Y'all check those out. While you're checking them out, we're going to let people know we're taking a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, we got 40 people hanging out with us, and you can add to that score. If you want to check into the night's Trivia Net, you can do it at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org. Click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. This is going to be what? Round 2 intermission. Round 2 intermission. Our first question is, who is your favorite Thursday night net controller? I post this up in the net control channel, and it always gets a little bit of a rise. So do me a favor. Y'all vote for at least question number 1. The rest of it, go do your business. We'll see you back for round number 3. Hallelujah for chocolate lava cake, eh, fellas? Alright. Here we go. It's round number 3 time. Y'all wake up your devices, get back in front of your spots. We're going to move you over into round number 3. Round number 3 is breakfast cereal trivia. Jeffrey ought to be good at this one. Let's hope anyway, huh? Alright, before we can get round number 3 started, we got to tell all the good folks out there, you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can come play with us, and we would love to see you. We're on round 3. We got 2 more rounds to go. So get in here and have some fun. If you want to check into tonight's Trivia Net, you can do it at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. Come hang out with us. It's a party. It's a lot of fun. And round number 3 is all about breakfast cereal trivia. So let's see if Mikey likes it. We'll be right back with question number 1. We're going to start things off, man. It might be a little hard. Let's see how you do. Question number 1. Which of these was not an original Lucky Charms marshmallow shape when introduced in 1964? Oh, little fun facts here. All right, so let's see. Half of you went with blue diamonds. No blue diamonds in the Lucky Charms, huh? Pink hearts coming in second, followed by yellow moons and green clovers. Nobody picked that one. So let's see. You can laugh at me, Scott. It's all right. Let's see. Are y'all right at the blue diamonds? Oh, you are indeed. Lucky Charms marshmallow pieces are called Marbits, M-A-R-B-I-T-S. And the original 1964 lineup consisted of green clovers, orange stars, pink hearts, and yellow moons. Blue diamonds did not appear until 1975, so they are in there now. All right, well, good for you, blue diamond people. They are magically delicious. Question number 2. What cereal company purchased the Kashi brand of organic foods in 2000? Pretty close voting on this one. Quaker Oats coming in number 1, followed by General Mills, Kellogg's, and Post. So who bought Kashi? The correct answer, Kellogg's. Huh. Kellogg's purchased the Kashi brand of whole grain cereals and cereal bar products in 2000. All right, question number 3 in our cereal round. What pioneering cereal brand sponsored a 1933 expedition to Antarctica? So it's a tie between grape nuts and shredded wheat. Straight up, 36% on both. Quaker Oats coming in 3rd and All Brand coming in 4th, which is really kind of funny. I guess you don't want to be out in hanging your derriere out in the snow with a bunch of All Brand. So let's see is all. I would have gone for all brand, because why not, right? It's either going to be grape nuts or shredded wheat. Which one is it going to be? Grape nuts. A 1933 grape nut sponsored Naval Officer Richard E. Byrd's expedition to Antarctica, and maps of the expedition were even featured on the cereal box. Good old grape nuts, man. It's the best cereal. When Mom was pissed off at you, you could just pour a bowl, and as you were eating, you couldn't hear anything else but your brain rattling around. All right. That it does, Bill. That it does. Makes some things blue. Question number 4. What is Captain Crunch's first name? I didn't even know he had one. All right, so Captain Crunch has a first name, and y'all think it's Horatio. All right, I'll buy that. Christopher's coming in second, followed by Ferdinand, and then Francis. Captain Ferdinand, I don't know. Let's see. Horatio cannot be right. There's no way. But it is. Like, this is ridiculous. The full name, get this, of the adventurous captain is Horatio Magellan Crunch. Captain Crunch. He tastes good, but man, he goofs up the roof of your mouth, man. That stuff is just horrible. But, the problem with me and cereal is I can usually eat half the box in one sitting. Like, I really have to pay attention, because I don't know, maybe I just have a problem. Question number 5. In 1944, a U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that the cereal name blank could not be trademarked. All right, y'all are pretty persistent that Corn Flakes is it. 73% went with that. Raisin Bran coming in second. Then we got a tie for Mini Wheats and Rice Krispies. So let's see. Which of these cereal names cannot be trademarked? Survey says, ooh, we got a Sky N5LX. Sky, we've been missing you, man. Good to see you on the video. Hopefully you're in here playing. Corn Flakes is not right. It's Raisin Bran. The court ruled that Raisin Bran, a name which is merely descriptive of the ingredients, cannot be trademarked. Currently, 3 of the main cereal company, Kellogg's, General Mills, and Post, all have cereals with Raisin Bran in the name. Well, I mean, Corn Flakes, that's a descriptive. What? Descriptive of the ingredients. Corn Flakes, Raisin Bran. All right, see, this is why I'm not an attorney, because that just to me is the same crap. All right, we're question 5, halfway through the breakfast cereal trivia. We're going to throw up the scores and see how y'all are doing. Well, somebody knows her Harry Potter and her cereal. Ashley, KI5MVF, is in the number 1 spot so far. She's got 262 points. John and Diane, KE5RS, in the number 2 spot with 238 points. And Matt, K9MGW, in the number 3 spot with 230 points. All right, well, y'all check out your scores, and while you're doing that, we're going to let everybody know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5PBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is port your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and call sign, just like Sky, N5LX. He checked in a little late, but he's here playing, and it's good to see you, man. It is time for question number 6, and you know what that means. Y'all place your bets. All right, which of these mascots was not one of the contenders bested by Tony the Tiger for Frosted Flakes mascot in 1952? Who didn't beat out old Tony the Tiger? Oh, very fun. So apparently, for all the nerds out there, Newt the Gnu did not do that well. He came in first place, followed by Elmo the Elephant, Katie the Kangaroo, and then Jane the Jaguar. So which of these mascots did Tony not beat out? It was Jane the Jaguar. Four potential mascots were considered for the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. One was Tony the Tiger. He got the winning vote. The other three were Elmo the Elephant, Katie the Kangaroo, Newt the Gnu. Jane the Jaguar was not a contender. The rest of those things were actually real. So, there you have it. 6 people knew it was Jane the Jaguar. Only 15%. What did that do to our scores? That put Ashley in the number 1 spot. She got 262 points off of that one. Aaron, AI5HP, in the number 2 spot. Welcome, Aaron. He got 91 there. And Sky, speak of the devil, he's kicking up into 3rd place, man. He got 85 points for that. Way to go, man. All right, question number 7. Sky says that he heard Jeffrey's Fox, which means he probably found Jeffrey's Fox, which means Jeffrey probably did a better job than Ernesto at placing the antenna. So maybe we'll hear it. That would be super neat. I need a weekend with the fox hunt that I actually hear a fox. That would be awesome. Question 7. Cinnamon is one of the mascots for this cereal. All right, so where's old Cinnamon? That is a hilarious looking cinnamon stick with some eyes and whatnot. All right, y'all are going with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That makes sense. That'd be where Cinnamon would be, right? Cinnamon, yaman. Applejack's coming in 2nd, Cinnamon Chex 3rd, and then Cinnamon Sugar Krispies. Cinnamon is one of the mascots for Applejacks. Cinnamon and Bad Apple are the mascots for Applejack cereal. Cinnamon. Yaman. 14 of you at least knew that. 18 went with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right, number 8. Which of these cereals accompanied astronauts to the moon aboard the Apollo 11 mission? Wow, check it out. 55% with the Cheerios. We got Special K coming in 2nd, followed by Rice Krispies and Frosted Flakes. Oh, the poor people with the Frosted Flakes. All right, so who went along with the astronauts, or what went along with the astronauts on Apollo 11? It was Frosted Flakes. Both Frosted Flakes and Corn Flakes, not trademarked, or no, definitely trademarked, were available for the astronauts on Apollo 11 spacecraft. It was Raisin Bran that was not trademarked. All right, 3 people knew this. One of them is a Harry Potter fan. KI5 MVF Ashley, did you know this? Are you just pushing buttons over there?
I'd say 85% is pushing buttons. 15%, there was some part of my brain that said, I think I've heard this before. I think it's Frosted Flakes. That sounds right.
All right, so an educated guess. We'll take it. Antonio, KI5ZIU is the other person that got this right. Antonio, did you know Frosted Flakes was right? Roger, man, your audio is super low. You're making the repeater, but your audio is low. The other one that got this right was Philip, AC5G. Philip, man, did you know this?
Some lucky button mashing, AC5G back to net.
Philip and his magical fingers, man, what can you say? All right, well, question number 9. What pop group starred in a series of TV commercials for Alphabet cereal in 1973? A place in Fort Worth called Rodeo Goat, and it's owned by the same guy that owns Flying Saucer and a bunch of other stuff. His dad also used to own Six Flags, so they got a little bit of money. But anyway, they have a frozen drink called Moontang, and it is a frozen margarita, and it is moonshine and tang, and it's called Moontang. And you can have about one, and after that, you just kind of want to throw up. All right, let's see what you think with the answers here. The Jackson 5 is in the number 1 spot. The Monkees coming in second. We got a tie for the Osmonds and the Partridge Family for third and fourth. So what pop group starred in a series of TV commercials for Alphabet cereal in 1973 was indeed the Jackson 5. Considering they had a 1970 hit with the song ABC, it made sense that the Jackson 5 would be asked to promote the alphabet-shaped cereal. Question number 10. This is going to be the end of round 3. What cereal featured the first ever prize, a funny Jungleland moving pictures book? So I don't really know which one I'd pick. I think I'd go with the one that most of y'all picked, which was Fruit Loops. 49% of you hit that one. Shredded wheat are tied for second, and Corn Flakes as well. Cream of wheat coming in number 4. So let's see, was it Fruit Loops? Was that it? I mean, it would make sense. No, we all would have got that wrong. Corn Flakes. In 1909, Kellogg's Corn Flakes offered the first ever cereal prize, a 10-cent mail-in offer for Kellogg's Funny Jungleland Moving Pictures. Wow. All right. It's trademarked, and it's got the first prize. Way to go, Kellogg's. Let's add up the scores. Oh, yes. We got Ashley, KI5MVF in the number 1 spot, Aaron, AI5HP in the number 2 spot, and Sky, N5LX for the number 3. Let's go talk to Ashley, KI5MVF. She only missed 3. Which one's got you?
Oh, let's see. I missed the first one that was the Lucky Charm marshmallow, and I missed the Kashi one, and then I missed that last one. And I think that was it.
Yeah, the Kashi one, who cares about that, right? That's kind of interesting. All right, well, let's go talk to Aaron, AI5HP. Aaron missed 4. Which one's got you, Aaron? And when you running the next Thursday night net, man?
AI5HP, Aaron here. Hey, Rusty. I missed the Jungleland Pictures book, the Kashi, the Apollo Mission, and Lucky Charms. Thursday night net, I plan to run one soon. I'm just not sure if I can make it home in time. AI5HP.
making it home in time. You got to be safe when you're doing that. So, fair enough, man. We just enjoy your nets. So you're gonna have to do it, even if it is mobile. You can get your son to hang out and do the call signs and keep the log for you, right? All right, let's go talk to Sky N5LX. He's the number 3 man tonight and the number 3 round. Sky, where have you been? We have been worried sick about you.
N5LX, that's Jeffrey's fault. I was on my way home doing some errands and I heard a Fox signal. So, I had to go find it.
Comment.
Confirmed find for the Jeffrey Fox. Is this what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I found it. It's actually kind of fun in the dark, and this one was a lot harder to find. I couldn't see it, but I finally figured out. I got real close, and I finally figured out a trick that Jeffrey probably knows. I'm not going to give it away, but it was a good one.
Yeah, he's a tricky little dork, and he loves sending us chasing our rear ends. So we'll see. Well, congratulations, man. I think you're probably the first one to find it. Sky also has a Fox out this weekend because he is amazing like that. So, all right, well, we can't blame you. As long as you're out there playing radio, then all is forgiven. Well, there's the top 3 in round 3. We're going to add up all the scores for tonight, Friday night Trivia Net, and that's going to reveal Ashley, KI5MVF, is still in the number 1 spot. Matt, K9MGW, in the number 2 spot, and check it out, Trouble himself, Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 3 spot. So with all that said, we round up round number 3. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can do their business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, if you want to check in, we got 42 people hanging out with us, and we would love to have you. All you have to do is point your web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. If you're just studying for your license, you've got an SDR, and you're in some corner in a room just listening, get in here and play. It's a whole lot of fun. We're going to get you over into that third intermission. We will be back for round number 4 after this. All right, there has been a request for a certain type of movie to be on in the video, so we have changed it. We're no longer watching MXC. It is now Orgasmo, which was written by the South Park people. If you've never seen it, it is absolutely hilarious. But for those of you that are interested in a certain type of movie, I think I won't mention who mentioned it, but somebody mentioned some things in the video, so go check out the Discord, go check out the video. We now have Orgasmo going on there, and it is a trip for sure.
Hey, Rusty.
Yes, sir.
How come these additional... Hold on a second. I'll turn down my monitor. How come the additional questions that you put in here in the intermissions in between, how come they don't come back with the majorities?
What do you mean? I wasn't looking at them.
Like, who's your favorite net controller? And when it comes back, it doesn't say what the majority picked.
Oh, I got you. Well, that is a good question. Chad actually won, KC5AJE. I don't know. Let me look at that. That might be an option. I thought it showed you. On my screen up here, it sits here and consistently scrolls what's going on. So I will check out that and see what's going on. Because, yeah, it should show you. I should have that opened up to make that happen. So we'll put that on the maintenance list and see if we can figure that out. All right, well, there we have question number 4. Question number 4. We got round number 4 coming up. We got lots of people that are in the video now. Way to go, Bill. Somebody's call sign for making that one happen. Let's see. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 4. All 45 of you.
Okay, and this is Friday, so I'm going to say KE5RS Friday.
I knew who you were, man, but KE5RS, we'll figure it out. Let's see. Yeah, round 4 is the Jeff Beck tribute. I'll see how many of y'all know anything about Jeff Beck. I thought I knew some stuff, but apparently I didn't, which is always fun. All right, let's get this thing raring to go. We're going to do that by telling everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net. Brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. This is the last round, though. If you know anything about Jeff Beck, come and play with us. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org. Click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. You can come play. We got 45 people hanging out with us. Jeff Beck is coming up with question number 1. Oh, we got some people in the incoming as well. So welcome, team. Assimilate. Here we go. Question number 1. What pioneering electric guitar player did Jeff Beck cite as his inspiration to take up the instrument? Let's see what y'all think. Les Paul coming in with 80% of the vote. T-Bone Walker coming in second, Lonnie Johnson, and then Eddie Durham. So what pioneering electric guitar player did Jeff Beck cite as his inspiration to take up the instrument? It was Les Paul. Jeff Beck cites early electric guitar pioneer Les Paul for inspiring him to start playing when he was 6 years old. When Beck's mother said that the electric guitar was all tricks, he exclaimed, "That's from me." Question number 2. What is the better known unofficial title of the Yardbirds' only UK album released as Yardbirds in 1966? Oh man, the look on the people's faces in the video is priceless. Alright, let's see what the stats say. Sound Machine taking the number 1 spot, followed by the Out Sound from Way In, and then a tie for Roger the Engineer and Jeff's Boogie. So what was it? It was Roger the Engineer. The cover art for the 1966 Yardbirds is a drawing of the album's audio engineer titled Roger the Engineer, was drawn by rhythm guitarist Chris Dracho. So there you have it. Question number 3. What hard-hitting English drummer backed Jeff Beck on 1966 instrumental Bex Borello? Good Lord, Borello. I can't talk. Alright, let's see what you think. We got John Bonham coming in first. We got a tie for Keith Moon and Ginger Baker. And Roger Taylor coming in at number 4. So which one was it? It was Keith Moon. So Bex Borello, often considered one of the greatest rock instrumentals ever recorded, brought together Jeff Beck, guitarist Jimmy Page, bassist John Paul Jones, and drummer Keith Moon. Page would later state that this lineup was the first attempt at forming what eventually became Led Zeppelin. Alright, question number 4. What popular PlayStation racing series soundtrack features Jeff Beck's Hot Rod Honeymoon? Almost 80% with Gran Turismo. NASCAR Heat coming in second, followed by the Crew and Dirt. So, Gran Turismo, anybody? Anybody? Yep, that's it. Noted hot rod enthusiast Jeff Beck's Hot Rod Honeymoon appears on the soundtrack to the PlayStation racing game of Gran Turismo. Question 5. We're halfway through round 4 already. What classic 1980s television theme song was composed by Jan Hammer? I'd love to have that name. My name is Jan Hammer, who released a live album with Jeff Beck in 1977. Shut up, y'all in the Discord. I want it to be Jan Hammer. It needs to be Jan. I know it's Jan, but I want it to be Jan Hammer because it's just better. So, thank you, Kent and Sky. I appreciate that. Oh, you can keep it up there, Sky. All right, so let's see what old Jan Hammer did. Miami Vice, 58% with you on that one. Let's see, Airwolf coming in second. Oh, Night Court. That would be awesome if Night Court was it. Magnum PI. All right, Jeff Beck, Jan Hammer. What'd they write? Miami Vice. Jan Hammer's Miami Vice theme was the last instrumental to top the Billboard's Hot 100 until Bauer's Harlem Shake in 2013. All right, let's see what Jan did for und score. We got Ashley KI5 MVF hanging out in the number 1. We have KI5 NLC receive only L&L, they're somewhere. I can't read all that. So we got Leonard and Leslie, KI5NLC, in the number 2 spot, and Robert, KI5AOK, in the number 3 spot. Robert, I love your call sign. That's fantastic. So there are the scores halfway through. We're going to tell everybody one more time that they're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5DBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name, especially if your name is Jan Hammer, because that would be completely awesome. Question number 6 is next. Y'all know what to do. Place your bets. Question number 6. What soulful British singer fronted the newly formed Jeff Beck Group from 1967 to 1969? No Jan Hammer. But we do have a Rod Stewart, and half of y'all picked him. Van Morrison coming in second, followed by Joe Cocker and Donovan. So, let's see. 1967 to 1969. Rod Stewart? Yeah? Y'all really think that's what it is? You're right. The Jeff Beck Group formed in 1967 with Beck on lead guitar, featuring Rolling Stones rhythm guitarist Ronnie Wood, vocalist Rod Stewart, and a rotating cast of bass players and drummers. Stewart left the band in 1969 to pursue a solo career. All right, well, half of you got that, so it's anybody's guess on the score, but it looks like Ashley is still hanging out in the number 1 spot. Way to go. She got 327 points on that. Leonard and Leslie, KI5NLC, they got 315 points on that. Way to go, y'all. And Sky, N5LX, pulled in 227 points. All right, man, there's a lot of zeros on that scoreboard now. Let's see what question 7 will bring you. What actor and part-time musician collaborated with Jeff Beck on his final album, 2022's 18? I don't know if anybody, Amber, heard this album or not. Let's see, Johnny Depp coming in number 1, Jared Leto number 2, Keanu Reeves number 3. Nobody picked on Jason Schwartzman. I guess they wanted a real actor. Let's see what it is. Johnny Depp. So 18. This title features cover songs by the Beach Boys, the Velvet Underground, and Marvin Gaye, as well as 2 Johnny Depp penned originals. All right, question number 8. What former American Idol contestant did Jeff Beck accompany in 2007 for the charitable episode Idol Gives Back? Kelly Clarkson taking the lead on this one. We got a tie for Carrie Underwood and Reuben Studdard for second and third. David Cook coming in number 4. So let's see, was it Kelly Clarkson? Yes, it was. Jeff Beck and Kelly Clarkson performed a cover of Patty Griffin's Up to the Mountain for the 2007 American Idol charity episode, Idol Gives Back. Only 14, well, all of 14 knew that one. I would have been guessing. Question number 9. What guitar legend and frequent collaborator included Jeff Beck into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a solo artist in 2009? Let's hope it's Jan Hammer. Wow, y'all are picking Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton was the man, huh? Jimmy Page coming in second, and then Kirk Hammett third, and Buddy Guy, only one for Buddy Guy. That would be super cool. Who was that? That was Gary. Man, Gary, you and I are on the same page, man. All right, so let's see. Was it Eric Clapton? It was not. It was Jimmy Page. After being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by his former Yardbird bandmate Jimmy Page, Jeff Beck performed the 1951 R&B classic Train Kept A-Rollin' with Page, Ronnie Wood, Flea, and members of Metallica and Aerosmith. All right, man. Question number 10 in our fantastic Jeff Beck tribute. Let's see how y'all finish this thing out. What was the name of Motown Records' in-house backing band who supported Jeff Beck on a series of recordings in the early 1970s? Oh, y'all check out the video, man. This is fantastic. All right, let's see if y'all guess this one right. Detroit Thunder got 43%. We got Motor City Funk Squad coming in second, followed by the Funk Brothers and the Motown Mad Men. So who was the name of the Motown backing band in the 70s? It was the Funk Brothers. The combination of the Funk Brothers played on each of Motown's 100-plus R&B #1 singles. They are considered the most successful studio musicians in music history, which is saying something. That's pretty awesome. I don't know if y'all have seen The Wrecking Crew. I highly recommend watching The Wrecking Crew. It is about the studio musicians that pretty much single-handedly put out every song you ever knew from the 60s and 70s. So go check it out, The Wrecking Crew. It is it's an amazing documentary, and you'll know every single one of the songs that these guys did. It was back before they gave people credit for stuff and all that business. All right, let's add up round 4. See how y'all did. According to this, Ashley, KI5 MVF, man, we can't shake her tonight. She got 6 out of 10 right, 746 points. Leonard and Leslie are at the bar. That's where they are. I can finally read that now. They're in number 2, and Sky N5LX is in the number 3 spot. So, Ashley, KI5 MVF, you missed 4. Which one's got you?
Ashley says that she was getting some lucky guessing on that one. I don't think either of us knew who Jeff Beck was.
He was the last marshmallow in the Lucky Charms. That's who he was. All right, well, KI5NLC is in the bar and having a whole lot more fun drinking, something tells me. So they're listening in on this. Congratulations, you two. Thanks for coming and playing with us. Sky N5LX got 7 out of 10. You only missed 3, man. Are you a Jeff Beck fan, or were you just a good guesser?
N5LX, yes to both.
That is a fair answer, man. Absolutely. All right, well, there's the top 3. in round number 4. And that means, you know what, it's time to add up the scores of all 4 rounds and see who the winners of tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net are. I'm over here with the calculator, getting everything ready. Looks like, if my calculations are correct, gotta add that. Yep. Looks like Ashley, KI5MVF, is the winner yet again with 2,399 points. Matt, K9MGW, coming in second with 1,569 points. And Bill, W5ITZ, in the number 3 spot with 1,474 points. Let's see if Ashley's voice is going to change into a lovely woman, and she's going to come in here and tell us how much better she is at trivia than all of us, especially when it comes to Harry Potter.
I am pretty surprised to win, and win by such a large margin. Just a lot of luck tonight, and I do love Harry Potter. I don't care anyone's opinions about that. I love Harry Potter. And Jeffrey sucks at trivia, and that's all I have to say. Good night.
Oh, dude, you could have done the mic drop after Jeffrey sucks. Oh, you said Jeffrey sucks at trivia. I'm just going to say Jeffrey sucks. We'll just leave it at that. That's one thing that we can't agree on. Well, congratulations, Ashley, for winning tonight and showing all these boys who's boss. It's always great. Let's go talk to Matt, K9MGW. Matt, you came in second place in the Trivia Net. What you got going on this weekend, man?
Nothing fancy, just a regular old weekend. The roundabout being born, or being 25 this year, I guess, meant that you were born in 98. That's the year I graduated high school, so that's the round that saved me. I had some pretty strong memories about that time, but yeah, as far as the weekend, not too much, but always enjoy playing trivia. Back to Net Control, K9MGW.
Yeah, Roger, man. I graduated high school in '95, and those were some fun years for sure. So it was kind of fun to see what all is going on. Bill, W5ITZ, man, number 3 in the Friday Night Trivia Net. What's going on in Big Ganado, Texas this weekend?
Hey, Rusty, that's a surprising finish for me. I knew some of the questions in different categories, and I had many lucky guesses, too. So not all attributed to skill. Got a little club work project going on tomorrow. Kind of pumped up and excited about that, and hope we get to finish it and call that one good. Other than that, we're going to chill out for the rest of the weekend. W5ITZ, back to Net Control.
Right on, man. Well, good luck and happy vibes to all your club business. Hopefully that all works out and everything goes the way it's planned. Let's go talk to Andy, KI5YIT. Andy, you're in 4th place for the Friday Night Trivia Net. Congratulations. What's going on at your house this weekend?
KI5YIT. Y'all read me good?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Not too much going on this weekend, just hanging around the house.
Well, man, that sounds like a mighty fine weekend to me. So, enjoy it, man. Nice little low-key weekend. Can't go wrong with that. Trina is in the number 5 spot, but I bet we can get Doug on the radio. KG5UNK, are y'all going to be fox hunting? Are you going to meet us for the old man breakfast tomorrow?
KG5UNK. Oh, we probably won't go over there because y'all go way too early in the morning for us. It's the weekend, man. Fox hunting, don't know. Looks like a drive, and nothing personal against Sky, but I don't understand the hints. Back to you, Rusty. KG5UNK, good game.
Oh yeah, you'll understand the hints once you get there. I think it's funny because everybody's like, yeah, we're all going to do hints, and nobody is nearly as clever as Sky. So good luck with that. Sky's the only one that can make that happen, and I love them. Like, they're great. I think we have, a couple of paragraphs of hints on this one, which is awesome. I will be reading those tomorrow. And you're right, it is way too damn early to be up having breakfast. But I gotta go because my fox hunt buddy is waiting for me, and so are all the old men over at the Austin Radio Club. So you gotta go catch up, see what all the old guys are up to. And as much as I complain about getting up, it is fun. So if y'all are looking for something to do, if you're an early riser, 8 a.m. at the Waterloo Ice House on Burnett and 183. Come hang out, have some breakfast, and then go fox hunt with us. Well, let's go talk to Laura, KI5OLG. Laura's in 6th place. And Laura, you got anything fun going on this weekend, especially now that you're an extra?
This is KI5OLG. Nothing really too much this quiet weekend. Oh, except for I will be studying the VE manual, and I'll be doing the open book review very shortly. So, yeah, that's my plans for this weekend. Back to net.
Oh, that's so cool. We're starting up testing at our club, and we're trying to figure out what in the world to do. And I got to tell you, Bill, W5ITZ has been a great mentor to us and has been there to answer lots of questions for me. So you could not have a better team of people to go play VE with and go get some more people into ham radio. It's such a fun thing to do. So good for you for becoming a VE, especially now that you're an extra. You can grade all those tests. So, fantastic. We'll get that stuff turned in. Go in there and start having some fun. Let's go talk to John and Diane, KE5RS. They came in 7th place tonight. Y'all got anything fun going on this weekend?
Well, we got real super lucky. I've had my son's Jeep here for a little while. It's been possessed. Something going on with the dash, and he's got a aftermarket electronic dash in this thing, and we figured it out, and it was a button, so it's an item in the steering called a clock spring had failed, and so we got that figured out. So after round 2, Diane and I decided to have a couple shots of tequila, and that's what brought our score up. KE5RS.
Buddy, well, that's awesome. You found the failure before Friday night was over, which means you get to, dork off the rest of the weekend, and you started that out by taking tequila shots. So, man, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, good for y'all. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let's go talk to Bill, K5VB. Used to be KI5WNK, but now he's all cool with K5VB. Bill, what you got going on this weekend, man?
K5VB. The wife is telling me we've got some errands to run tomorrow, and I just got a mast in the mail from Soda Beams, and so I'm going to go activate the HOA at some point this weekend. Back to you, Rusty.
Very cool, man. So what brought on K5VB? What does that mean anything? Was it just something that you could get? What's the significance of the new call sign?
So, looking for, vanity signs, there aren't a whole lot available in our region, and this one and another one came available, and this one was easier to say than the other one, frankly. So I put in the application and got declined. It's an interesting little rule set that the FCC follows when assigning these. And so if a sign becomes available, you've got to wait until the day it becomes available plus 1 day. So I actually ended up registering for the sign twice and got it the second time around.
Right, it's like, why can't you just say 2 days after? Like, why does it have to be day plus 1 day, minus 1 day, plus 4 days? Like, no, that sucks. I had to kind of monkey around for mine, but I finally got to where I was, and so I feel you on that. Well, congrats on the new call sign, man. I dig it. K5VB. Have a good weekend, Bill. Josh, K5BRB. So I heard him on the repeater today. We started talking, guessing. The next thing you know, he's on the Discord. Josh has been a member for a long time, and he's just now coming back around to the club. So thanks for playing trivia tonight. You're in the number 9 spot. What's going on at QTH this weekend, Josh?
All right, well, thanks for the great introduction there. Going hiking in Enchanted Rock this weekend, spend some time with the family, and gonna help a buddy of mine get an old Apple II he just found working.
Oh, very cool. I have, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I have 2 disk drives that go to the Apple II. I have my original Apple II, it's out at the ranch, but I use these Apple II disk drives as bookends. And so if you need an extra disk drive to try something out, let me know, because I got 2 sitting here just collecting dust. Well, right on, man. Congratulations on number 9th place, and good luck on getting the Apple II up and running. That'll be fun. Scott, KI5OBD, with the big old LED chair. Scott, what's going on in your neck of the woods this weekend? Anything fun?
You know, I didn't really have any plans, and so when you started asking people about the weekend, I looked at the calendar and I see that there is a Texas Stars hockey game at the HEB Center in Cedar Park tomorrow night, so maybe I can talk Carrie into going to see that. It shouldn't be too difficult. So that's always fun. You know, they have they have an app you can order from your seat, and they just bring you food and drinks, and it's always a really loud, good, fun time. Yeah, so I squeaked into the top 10. Things kind of went downhill after that first round. That was a fun round. I liked the cereal round too. So great game. Interesting topics this evening. Thanks a lot, Rusty, for running the net, and have a great weekend, everybody. This is KI5OBD. Back to net.
Yeah, you know, I meant on the cereal round, I was going to ask the top 3 what their favorite cereal was, and just completely spaced. So whatever, we can have that discussion in Discord. Well, there you have it, folks. There's your top 10 for the Friday night trivia net. Big round of applause to all of y'all for playing. And of course, now you know it's time to move everybody into the elimination round. For those of you who are new and haven't played before, the trivia net is over. All the points have been given, but this is the fun way for us to kick you out and send you home and see how far you get. There's 10 questions in the elimination round. You do not need to be fast. You just need to be right, because as soon as you're wrong, we're going to kick you out and send you home. So we're going to let everything reset before we get the elimination round going. Y'all wake up your device and get in there, and let's see how many people make it and if we can get to round number 10. All right, here we go in the elimination round. Question number 1. Which of these animal celebrities was actually named Tartar Sauce in real life? Well, we lit up all the buttons, which means we're going to be sending some people home. Number 1 answer on the board was Grumpy Cat, followed by Spuds McKenzie. Oh, good old Spuds. The Taco Bell dog, Yo Quiero Taco Bell, and then Mr. Ed coming in number 4. So which of these animal celebrities was actually named Tartar Sauce in real life? The correct answer is Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Cat is it. So that means we've got 13 survivors. We've eliminated 17 people, and we're going to tell you who those people are. We got to say goodnight to Karen and Anna. Thanks for playing. Ken, KI5VGN. Steve, KG5LAA. Dave, KI5STT. Bill, Bill, W5ITZ took one for the team. The Chad is no longer in the game, as well as the other Bill, K5VB, Andy, KI5YIT, Scott and Tiffany, KC5RXW, Joe, K5KUA, Mike, W7QAG, KMOC, good night KMOC, and Ernesto, KI5PZN. I will see you tomorrow for breakfast, my friend. Mark, K5NM, and Steve, KI5HWD. So we are down to 13 survivors. Let's see what they do with question number 2. In the comic strip Peanuts, who always refers to Charlie Brown as Charles? All right, again, lighten up things. Peppermint Patty coming in first. Then we got a tie for Violet and Marcy. Nobody picked on Schroeder. So in the comic strip Peanuts, who always refers to Charlie Brown as Charles? Survey says Marcy. Marcy. I think she called him Chuck. I think that was Peppermint Patty. I'm not 100% sure. I am sure we're down to 3 survivors, and we got to figure out who got that one wrong. We're going to say goodnight to Jason, KB5MPJ. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Sky, N5LX. Oh, man. Thanks for putting out the Fox this weekend. Philip, AC5G. Be safe driving home. Scott, KI5OBD. We will see you next weekend because you are the most frequent flyer on the TriviaNet. You've played more games than anybody else. Laura, KI5OLG, Rob, K9LZY, Trina and Doug, KG5UNK, Antonio, KI5ZIU, Matt, K9MGW, and Aaron, AI5HP. So Sky, before I forget, it sounds like Scott and his wife are going to the hockey game up at Cedar Park, you know, if you're looking for something to do. I know you're a hockey fan. Question number 3. It's down to Josh, John and Diane, and Gary. Let's see if anybody's going to get number 3 right. Which of Kim Kardashian's children is the oldest? Oh, yes, let's see. So, North taking the number 1 spot. Chicago coming in second. Nobody picked St. or Psalm. So, which of this crazy woman's children is the oldest? The correct answer is North. North, yes. Kim Kardashian's first child with rapper Kanye West, his daughter North, born June 15th, 2013. And is going to need all the therapy that poor little girl can get. All right, so that leaves us down to John and Diane and Josh, which means Gary, man, it was good seeing you. Thanks for coming to play, and we'll see you next week, man. But we got to send you home. It's down to K5BRB and KE5RS. Let's see if they get question number 4 right. Here we go. What avian species includes the chinstrap, Humboldt, and Gen 2 varieties? Let's see. It's either a hawk or an emu. Nobody picked on owl or penguin. So, let's see what it might be. Philip might have given it a little bit of away. The correct answer is, it's a penguin. It's not a hawk or a emu. It's a penguin, which means nobody wins. And we got to say goodnight to Josh, K5BRB, and John and Diane, KE5RS. There you have it, man. Just like that, the elimination round. It's a hard one. It doesn't give out any freebies on that one. We'll throw the scores up back for the Friday night trivia. And that's going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for tonight's game. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater systems, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by and log on to BBS. Go have some ANSI fun. Go play some door games. You can also check out all the TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins. Everything can be found on the website. Don't forget this weekend, 5LX and KI5MVF both have fox hunts going on. About the same. Well, as a matter of fact, Jeffrey's just straight up stole Sky's map. So, Jeffrey's been a little lazy recently. So thank you, Sky, for making the map for everybody's fox hunt this weekend. All the details can be found on the web and in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. And don't forget to tune in to Miresto this Sunday at 7:30 for the Wind Down Net, KI5TZN and KI5SYX. Always a good time. You get to tell everybody what you did for the weekend, whether or not it was good or bad. Plus, they go over all the Discord and tell you all the highlights on the Discord. It's a fun net, so don't miss it. This is WZ5BBS, a.k.a. Jan Hammer, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal all the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use. And while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Y'all be safe, and we'll see you right here for the next Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.
This is K5NM for Rusty.
Yes, sir.
Have a question. I'm a friend of Sammy's, N5CXR. I haven't heard from him from a while. Is there anything going on with him?
Sammy's been kind of quiet. He's moving out to Lexington, so I think that might be, he's usually on our system, the KA5D system, and I have not heard him for a little bit, so we might need to ping him and see what's up, but he is in the middle of a move, or starting in the process of a move, so something tells me all of his stuff is packed up, and that's probably why we're not hearing a lot from him, but he should return.
Thank you. Second deal is, I'm also a VE, so if somebody needs a VE for testing, I'm available on Fridays. I'll give you my information later on.
Yeah, absolutely. So the club is starting up our testing session. We are brand new and getting started. We're not going to. Our first test session will be in April, so we still have a lot of time. But our club meetings, we're going to do it after our club meetings, which are on Saturdays. There's a third Saturday, and they're at 10 a.m. So if you're available on Saturdays, that would be awesome because that's when we're going to do it. And we're still picking the wallpaper and all that kinds of fun stuff. We still have a long way to go, but I appreciate that. And yeah, by all means, get in touch with me, and we can get your information.
Thank you. So this is K5NM, 73 to all. It was a good game. Thank you.
Roger, man. Have a good weekend.